Yechezk'el, Ezekiel, chapter 8. On the 5th day of the 6th month of the 6th year, as I was sitting in my house, and the leaders of Yehuda were sitting there with me, the hand of Adonai Elohim fell on me. I looked and saw what seemed like a man made of fire. From what appeared to be his waist downward was fire, and from his waist upward was what appeared to be gleaming amber-colored brilliance. The form of a hand was put out, which took me by a lock of my hair, and a spirit lifted me up between earth and heaven and brought me, in their visions from God, to Jerusalem, to the entrance of the inner courtyard gate that faces north. There stood the idol that arouses God's jealousy and provokes his zealous indignation. There before me was the glory of the God of Israel, as in the vision I had seen in the valley. Then he said to me, "Human being, raise your eyes toward the north." I raised my eyes toward the north and saw, north of the altar gate, this image that arouses God's jealousy in the entryway. He asked me, "Human being, do you see what they are doing, the horribly disgusting practices that the house of Israel is committing here, so that I must distance myself from my own sanctuary? But you will see even worse abominations." He brought me to the entrance of the courtyard, and when I looked, I saw a hole in the wall. He said to me, "Human being, dig into the wall." After digging in the wall, I saw a door. "Go in," he said, "and see the wicked practices they are engaging in there." So I went in and looked, and there, carved on the walls all around, were every kind of reptile and repulsive animal, along with all the idols of the house of Israel. Standing in front of them were 70 of the leading men of the house of Israel. In the center stood Yahu, the son of Shaphan. Each man had his incense burner in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense went up. Then he said to me, "Human being, did you see what the leaders of the house of Israel are doing in the dark, each one in the room of his own carved image? Because they say, 'Adonai can't see us, Adonai has left the land'?" He also said to me, "You will see even worse abominations that they are doing." He brought me to the entrance of the north gate to Adonai's house, and there before me were women weeping for Tammuz. "Human being," he asked me, "have you seen this? You will see practices even more disgusting than these." He brought me into the inner courtyard of Adonai's house, and there at the entrance to the temple of Adonai, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men, with their backs toward the temple of Adonai and their faces toward the east, and they were worshiping the sun toward the east. He asked me, "Human being, have you seen this? Does the house of Yehuda consider it a casual matter that they commit the disgusting practices they are committing here, thus fulfilling the land with violence, provoking me still more? Look, they are even putting the branch to their nose. Therefore I will act in fury. My eye will not spare. I will have no pity. Even if they cry out loudly right in my ears, I will not listen to them."